out of the south. That's right to left. The wind is blowing as you're viewing. Chargers trying to set something up. Nice lead pass in there. Nicely defended back by Saddleback. Ryan Mann, who had an excellent game against Pierce College of Los Angeles a few days ago in Saddleback's 7-3 victory. Made a nice defensive play there to get on top of that ball before the Chargers' run could take hold. That's Monjuraz with it. Tries to center it. A little pressure here from Cypress. And the referee's got a foul in there. Salcedo's got one against Cypress. So a goal kick for the Bobcats. Nicholas Harrison will take that. Finishing up the starting lineups, number 25, Angel Cristobal, a winger out of Buena Park. Christian Chavoya, center back. And Angel Leyva, along with Rafe Shafiq. Those are your starters for Cypress. Saddleback gave it away, and Cypress almost made him pay. Monjuraz with good pressure down the left side off of the errant loose ball, and the Chargers have the first corner kick of the game. 0-0 in the 6th minute. If you're not familiar with community college soccer, the clock starts at 45 minutes each half and goes down to 0. Actually, it goes to 2 minutes. Then the clock is stopped on the scoreboard clock, and time is kept on the field by the official, including stoppage time. We don't always know how much stoppage time is added, but that's how it works in community college soccer. But I will, for the purists out there from College Drive East, I will try and give you the minute as well. And we are approaching the 7th minute, 0-0. The clock is ticking down to 39 minutes. Corner kick by Monjuraz, headed into touch, out of bounds. Goal kick for the Bobcats. Harrison will go run it down. Now let me get the Bobcat starters for you. Amidst all my notes and news for Saddleback, Nathan Aquino, number 1, defender. Pedro Castillo, midfielder. Number 8, number 11, midfielder Brian Landazuri Carlo. I always get his name wrong. Sorry about that, Brian. Alex Avila on defense, also an outstanding game against Pierce. Spencer Simus, midfielder. Marco Cortez, defenseman. Ryan Mann had a goal and solid defensive play against Pierce. Number 17, Joel Smith, 4 goals in his last couple of games. Also got the game winner in the the last minute, 97th minute stoppage time in the first ever home game for Saddleback. Victory over Pasadena City back on September 5th here at College Drive East, Saddleback Stadium. Ball's being scrambled for around the midfield line right now. Both teams trying to find a rhythm. Tyler Peterson, who had the first ever goal for Saddleback College in their debut against San Diego City in a 2-1 loss, but since then the Bobcats have gone three wins and 1 tie, 1 draw, so 3-1-1 overall for Saddleback, 2-4-1 for Cypress coming into this Orange Empire Conference opening game. And the Chargers will clear it back to Jared Johnson, set up something along the left side. Chavoya back to Johnson. Johnson back to Chavoya. It's like playing catch in the backyard with Dad. And now they see something they like, and they'll take it to the midfield. Nice run there from the middle. That was Leyva who had a nice run, retrieves it down the right-hand sideline. Nicely defended there by Alex Avila. Knocked off of a Bobcat, and it will be another corner kick for the Chargers as we go into the 8th minute with 0-0 your score here. I am Mark Spin. Thank you so much for joining us on this production of Saddleback College Cinema, Television, and Radio. Pleased to bring you these YouTube live streams. This one was added in. We weren't scheduled to do this one, but a lot of excitement about the new Saddleback men's program and the first ever Orange Empire Conference game, especially here at College Drive East, Saddleback Stadium. We're bringing it to you. So wherever you are, hope you are enjoying a beautiful day like we have here in Mission Viejo. After a strange summer of a lot of June gloom and a much cooler and grayer September than usual, we have the Chamber of Commerce Day here in Mission Viejo at Saddleback College. Just a perfect day for a football match on the beautiful pitch in this gorgeous new facility. Bobcats trying to get something going, moving the ball around. As I mentioned, Nicholas Harrison, the freshman out of Laguna Hills, in goal. He's allowed 1 goal in 3 halves of play and has 9 saves. He did not play against L.A. Pierce. Ivan Hernandez and Dominic DeFrena split time in that game. Coach B.J. McNichol has been alternating goalkeepers on a regular basis. All 3 of these keepers, DeFrena, Hernandez, and today Nicholas Harrison, have pretty much played equal time through the first 5 games. We'll see now that conference play has begun if the Bobcats will settle in with 1 keeper or continue the rotation, which is working. Ryan Mann with a throw in for the Bobcats from the right sideline. Throws a line drive into the box. Jared Johnson retrieves the header attempt and throws a long lead, nice overhand lead pass down the left-hand sideline. But the Bobcats and Nathan Aquino are back, and he takes it away at midfield. Saddleback has shown a nice job on getting quickly back on defense to prevent what look like opportunities for the opposition, especially these last few games, cutting those off, smothering them before they turn into actual scoring chances. Cypress has got a little bit something working here. That's Maharaz, been very active so far at the left wing, trying to split 2 defenders there. Saucedo says play on, and the Bobcats come away with it. Down the field to Joel Smith, who tries to head it to himself. Now Tyler Peterson picks it up on the right-hand sideline, going towards the goal line, but he loses it. Just a little bit too much weight, trying to dribble that out in front so he could chase it down and perhaps center it back to Joel Smith, which has been a strong combination in the middle of the field. From the right wing to the middle of the field, Joel Smith finding places to score from and doing it with regularity these last few games. As I mentioned, 2 goals in each of the last 2 games for the Bobcats. Throw in for Cypress. They're going to send the Chargers back to the point where the ball should have been thrown in from. And they'll take it to their side of midfield. The Chargers in their half of the field, trying to get something going. Chavoya. Right wing, long lead pass. Hard shot, goal! Beautiful long centering pass across the pitch. And Cypress, Rafe Shafiq, yes, number 18, Rafe Shafiq, with a beautiful blast into the top right-hand corner, made the back of the net dance. Score for Cypress, and they take a 1-0 lead in the 15th minute. 1-0 Cypress leads Saddleback. I'll get you the assist when that comes up on the official scoring. That was just a beautiful cross-pitch pass, and Shafiq was there to absolutely drill it into the top right-hand corner. Nicholas Harrison really didn't have a chance. Shafiq's a sophomore out of Cypress High School. Hometown player for the Chargers. Beautiful goal. Score. Cypress. 1-0. As we approach, we're under 31 minutes on the countdown clock, which means we're in the 15th minute. Let's see who they gave that assist to. Angel Leva with the assist on the beautiful cross-pitch pass. Second goal on the season for Shafiq. Now the Bobcats trying to answer. They lose possession in their own on the Cypress end. Monharaz has been very active on the left-hand side of the pitch. Cypress showing good ball movement and control. And just as I say that, of course, there's an errant pass into touch. Bobcats will have a throw in. So there you go, 1-0. First time the Bobcats have trailed in 4 games. Peterson heads it down, intercepted there by Alex Terrones. And then Monharaz once again in the middle of the action. Alex doing a nice job for Cypress. A lot of useful activity. As Coach Wooden used to say, don't mistake activity for achievement. But Monharaz is achieving. And Shafiq achieved with the beautiful goal from about 20 yards out into the top right-hand corner. Beautiful blast off the assist from Leva. So Cypress takes a 1-0 lead. Again, they're coming off of 2 consecutive wins after an 0-4-1 start. So they're now 2-4-1. Righted the ship after a tough 11-1 loss to El Camino, but then came back with 2-0 and 1-0 victories over East LA and Moore Park in their last 2 games. Saddleback, as I mentioned, 3-1-1, including a 0-0 draw against a very good Mount Sac team, and then a 6-1 victory and a 7-3 victory in their last 2 games to finish off non-conference play. Here it is in the first game of Orange Empire Conference action for Saddleback College in program history. And they find themselves trailing 1-0. The 6-1 victory, September 12th, was against San Diego City. Long lead pass up the left-hand sideline will be headed back into the Saddleback half. Little scrum for the ball at midfield. It's going to go out of bounds to the Bobcats. Into touch, the throw-in coming. Pierce doing a nice job keeping the Bobcats from getting offensive rhythm established, which they got right into in their last 2 games. But again, we are into conference play now, so even though these teams have never played each other, Cypress and Saddleback very familiar with each other in all other sports. It's conference. It means you don't like each other, at least on the pitch. All right, Bobcats trying to get something set up. Carlo over to Spencer Simus. He tried to get it to Peterson. It's knocked away there nicely by Steven Ibanez. I believe that's in on defense for the Chargers. Also in community college soccer, there's unlimited free substitution, and you can re-enter if you're subbed for. So there will be players coming in and out for both teams throughout the day, especially on a warm, not hot, but a warmer afternoon. As I said, it finally feels like a September day here in Southern California on this first Tuesday of autumn. Foul called there on Cypress. Not sure Cypress necessarily agreed with the call. Abraham Guerra on defense. They're pointing. They may be awarding a penalty kick here. That may have been a foul in the penalty area. Yes, it is a penalty kick. Did not see him point to the spot originally, referee Salcedo, but yes, that is it. And Saddleback, Andrew June into the game. He had a goal against Pierce. He's going to take the penalty kick against Jared Johnson, trying to even things up as the Bobcats trail 1-0. Johnson on the line. Here comes June. Ground balls it into the right-hand corner. It goes through for the score for Saddleback College. He went the ground route and tucked it just inside the left post. Made the back of the net dance. Saddleback score. Andrew June, second goal in 2 games for Andrew on the penalty kick from the spot. Christian Roos arguing with referee Salcedo over by the Cypress bench. Was not happy with the foul. Was not happy with the penalty kick being awarded. But regardless, we are level at 1-1. Cypress 1, Saddleback 1. That goal in the 21st minute. And we're under 24 to go here in the first half on the running clock from 45 down. So it's 1-1. Third goal of the season for Andrew June. 2 in the last 2 games, as I mentioned. Evens things up here at Saddleback Stadium, College Drive East. Harrison comes off the line to retrieve that. Cypress player shaken up there in the penalty box. Looks to be okay. College Drive East is the street that you may be able to see from the camera view on the visitor side, over the visitor side bleachers. That is the street that Saddleback Stadium is on the campus here in Mission Viejo of Saddleback College. As I mentioned, 3 years old, just a beautiful, beautiful multi-purpose facility hosting the first ever Saddleback College Men's Orange Empire Conference soccer match today. And I like to call it College Drive East, in keeping with the English football traditions of stadium names. Carlo tried to center it there. Be a goal kick for the Chargers. And Johnson sends it to midfield, picked up there. A little bit of trouble here for the Bobcats down the right-hand side. Aggressive move towards the ball. David Resco, their leading scorer, made a hard run at it, stayed with it, and almost got into a position where he could do something with it. David showing why he's got 3 goals on the season. To lead the Chargers. Nathan Aquino. Alex Martinez Back over to Carlo. The same centering pass. Joel Smith was making the run a little bit too late. Johnson came off the line nicely, plucked it out of the air before Joel could get a head on it, and sends it down. Johnson does into the Saddleback half of the field. Alex Avila, freshman defender out of San Juan Hills High School, as I mentioned, was all over the place in the L.A. Pierce victory on September 22nd. There's Carlo again, sneaking, almost came through and got that one. Still marking his man there, but the Chargers are able to clear it. Aggressive play by Brian Landazuri Carlo, who's out of Aliso Niguel High School, a freshman. Most of the Bobcats are from South County schools. It's nice to see the local kids have a place to come play men's soccer in this first year. Coach B.J. McNichol, as I mentioned, also coaches the women's team, defending national champions, junior college level 3, currently ranked number 1 in the U.S. coaches rankings for junior college level 3 this year. Unbeaten are the Saddleback women, trying to defend that national title. But right now, Coach McNichol with his new men's team looking to break a 1-1 deadlock here in the 25th minute against the visiting Cypress Chargers. Good aggressive play along the left side. A little too aggressive there. I believe that's Paul Chen in the game for the Bobcats. Made a nice hard run. As I mentioned, unlimited free substitution in community college soccer, so we'll try and keep up with who comes on for each team. Thus far, not too many substitutions. We're coming up on the 19-minute clock going downward. So we're about 26 minutes in here in the first half, and it's 1-1. Cypress got on the board first on a beautiful goal by Monjaraz on a beautiful assist by Leyva. And then Andrew June drew a penalty in the penalty area and made the shot from the spot. Went low to the left-hand side, goalkeeper's right. Jacobs dove, might have gotten a finger on it, but it got into the net cords. And that's where we stand, 1-1. In the 27th minute. Free kick from midfield for the Chargers. Lofted into the box. A lot of Bobcats. I think it was Resco actually got a head on it, but couldn't get it towards the goal. Chargers get a throw in after Saddleback defensively knocked it into touch at midfield. Nathan Aquino with the throw in. Carlo. There's a good hard challenge by Castillo. Chargers come away with it, send it back. Jordi Galan out of Tustin. Sophomore defender. Sends it up the pitch. Spencer Simas comes away with it, and it's gotten a little sloppy there around midfield. A lot of exchange of throw-ins here in the last few minutes. But that's good, strong defense by both sides. Aggressive. Nobody's getting any free runs or easy passes. Everything's being challenged. Everybody's being marked. It's the way it should be for a conference opener. Under 17 on the countdown clock. Flag goes up. Chargers will have a throw in. Excuse me, they'll have free kick. And now the Bobcats are going to have to get their defense set. Cypress has shown good ability to get the ball into the goal box from these angles and have multiple players challenging Harrison in goal. So far, the Bobcat defense has been able to head those balls out of there, but the pressure has been there from Cypress here in the first half. 1-1. Cypress trying to get that on top. Again, they had a chance there, but Saddleback did a nice job, and now they've got numbers coming down the field. They've got 3-on-2. Left lead pass. Paul Chen runs it down on the left side. Left footer there. Nice job by Cypress to run that one down. Guerra got back on defense. Saddleback had a 3-on-2 break. Paul Chen trying to beat everybody down the left-hand side after the free kick. I believe it was Nicholas Harrison who punched it away came off the goal line, and the keeper knocked it towards the center of the field. And the Bobcats had a 3-on-2 break, but Guerra did a nice job getting back. It's a corner for the Bobcats. Nathan Aquino, who regularly takes these. Nice pass into the box, headed by multiple players. Cypress does a good job of getting it out there, and now they've got a little bit of a break opportunity. Up the right-hand side, you see Saddleback coming back nicely down the middle on defense. Speed up the sideline from Cypress. Fighting for the ball over there. The flag goes up. Monharaz, who's just been everywhere here in the first half, on the left side and then on the right side right there, trying to create an opportunity after the corner kick comes up empty for the Bobcats. As we approach the 32nd minute here in the first half, in a 1-1 tie, Andrew June with the equalizer from the penalty spot for Saddleback after the Chargers got the first goal of the game by Monharaz on the beautiful assist by Leyva. There's Carlo, been very active up along the right side himself. Long centering pass there. Would have been offside. Andrew June let it go. Johnson collects it, and the Chargers will see what they can get going. Chavoya. Little pitch and catch amongst the defenders. Galan, Chavoya. Jordy out of Tustin High School dribbles up towards the midfield line. Now sends it down the right-hand side. And suddenly the Jets come on for the Chargers. But they can't get anything going because Saddleback is there to clear it out from the middle. Middle defenders doing a nice job for the Bobcats. And now the Bobcats come. June over to Carlo. Right-hand side. Makes a nice move there. Stops. Puts a centering pass in. Joel Smith tried to get a boot on it. Couldn't quite get it. Goes back out to midfield. And there's a ball that's deflected off of multiple players. Jared Johnson paying good attention. Reels it in. And it'll be a little stoppage here to check on, I believe that's Pedro Castillo, number 8. Yes, Pedro, the freshman midfielder from Trabuco Hills High School. A little slow getting up. Joel Smith says, "You're good," and Pedro agrees. Saucedo gets it to Jared Johnson, who rolls it out to the right side, and here comes Cypress as we're under 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Nice headed pass there. Alex Monharaz again in the middle of the action. He leaves it. That's a nice slide tackle right there. Nathan Aquino made a nice play right there to prevent that opportunity from developing for the Chargers. Castillo makes a beautiful move along the right-hand side. He's got room. Puts it in. Oh, put that pass just a little bit too far forward. Joel Smith was in position. That spot that he has owned these last few games. Pass was just a little bit forward by Castillo after that beautiful move to open himself up on the right side. And now Cypress comes back and almost gets something going, but Harrison dives in front of the goal to knock away the centering pass, collect it, and the Bobcats say, let's try this again. Avila up the right-hand side to Carlo. Carlo's down the right-hand side. Castillo with it, also on the right. In between defenders, Cypress does a nice job keeping that from getting to Carlo on the run down the right side. Good thought by Castillo. It just didn't quite come together. Joel Smith, hard challenge there down the right-hand side. Flag goes up. I think we're going to have a foul on Joel and a throw-in for the Chargers. We'll see what the referees are going to agree on there. Yeah, they're signaling. Joel was just a little aggressive going after that loose ball. Well, no, they're going to let the Bobcats keep it. So it went off the Chargers. Good aggressive play by Joel Smith. Saw the flag go up with the referee indicating a violation. Is just substitutions for Cypress, indicating that there were subs waiting. So several players come on for the Chargers with 10 minutes to go here in the first half. 1-1. Cypress visiting Saddleback. Saddleback in the home maroon, cardinal and gold, whichever you'd like to call it. There's a loose ball down the middle. Cypress is on top of it. Resco gets the side of the net. Goes off the... Put the binoculars up there, folks, so I didn't quite see how it played out. So I was trying to get the number on the runner. I believe the shot went, yes, knocked out of bounds by the Bobcats. So it is a corner for Cypress here. Good aggressive run with the binoculars. I believe that was David Resco who made the run, create the opportunity, and lead to this corner kick for the Chargers. Left-footed into the box, knocked away again. I believe that was Nicholas Harrison, the goalkeeper, who went up and knocked that away. No harm done. Andrew June on the left-hand side, trying to get somebody down the middle. Jared Johnson boots it back out to midfield. And the Chargers will take possession, see if they can get something going here. Nice diagonal lead pass. David Resco, had he been moving, would have had an opportunity. But it goes all the way down to the goal box, where Nicholas Harrison collects it. And now it's Aquino up the right side. Nathan. Played at J. Sarah High School, the #1 ranked high school program last season, and came to Saddleback. Another South Orange County product for the Bobcats and Coach B.J. McNichol. Left-footed down to the right side. Knocked away once again by Cypress. Cypress doing a good job of keeping Joel Smith from being able to attack from the middle, where he has been so effective in multiple games this season. That's where he scored the winning goal in stoppage time against Pasadena City in the first ever Saddleback home game. About the 97th, 98th minute. Looked for all the world like that was going to be a 0-0 finish, a draw at home to start things off for the Saddleback program. And Joel Smith found a way to get open in the middle and just rocketed one into the top right corner to give Saddleback the 1-0 victory in their first ever home game back on September 5th. Now we're towards the end of the month, and Saddleback is now 3-1-1, winners of their last two. 2-0-1 in their last three with that 0-0 draw against Mount Sac. A goal kick here for the Bobcats. Cypress, as we mentioned, just got off to a rough start. 0-4-1, including an 11-1 drubbing by El Camino. But then the Chargers regrouped and got a 2-0 victory over East LA and a 1-0 victory over Moore Park in their last two. So they come in just like the Bobcats with 2 victories in a row. Card on the Bobcats there. I believe they're going to get Ryan Mann for a little bit too aggressive of a challenge. Ryan helps up I believe that was Angel Cristobal who got fouled on it. So the Chargers set up for a free kick as we're under 6 minutes to go here in the first half in a 1-1 game. More offense for Cypress than Saddleback here in the first half. But the Bobcats are doing a good job of keeping the opportunities from being too legitimate. But the pressure has been more from Cypress here. Right-hand corner over there. Almost made a nifty move to get around 2 defenders. Paul Chen and Andrew June were there. I believe that was Angel Cristobal again on the right-hand side who made a couple of nice moves and almost split the defenders in the corner. But lost it, and it'll be goal kick for the Bobcats. Got another player shaken up. Nathan Aquino, Salcedo, our referee today, offers him a hand up. And Nate says he's ready to rock. Harrison. As we're under 5 minutes here in the first half. Again, they will stop the clock with 2 minutes left in the first half on the scoreboard. And then the referee, Salcedo, today will keep time on the field for those 2 minutes plus any stoppage time. We'll try and figure out what that stoppage time is, but it's not always clear from up here in the press box how many minutes they've added because they don't have the digital sign like you might see at a televised football match from one of the professional leagues. But we will trust them to keep it. Nice move there. Chargers trying to get something going in the box. Centering pass, knocked away nicely. Nate Aquino. Chargers keep possession in the Saddleback end. Alex Avila heads it into midfield. Nice little touch pass there. Joel Smith, he's going to send it back. Almost a little bit, not quite enough oomph on that, but Alex Martinez came and got it. Sapan Sotekeshen in the game for Saddleback. He scored 2 goals in their last game, plus 1 in the victory over San Diego Mesa, I believe. So he's got 3 goals in his last couple of games. And he brings some good physical size, 6'2", 190-pounder out of Irvine. They call him Sep. Was very patient with me when I asked him how to pronounce his last name and his first name because we'd like to get those right. And it's Sapand Sotekeshen. But the team calls him Sep, and so will we, number 23. They tried to get it to him there on the run. Andrew June tried to send it across the field to Sep cutting up the right-hand side. Cypress was there to knock it away, and an errant pass from the Chargers as we got about 2.5 on the scoreboard clock here in the first half of a 1-1 game. Good one here. Orange Empire Conference opener for both teams here at College Drive East, Saddleback Stadium. First ever conference home game for the Saddleback men's program. Throw in by the Bobcats. Kind of knocked away. Got a little sloppy there. Oh, good diving stop there by Harrison. Not on a goal attempt, but on a possible cross. Came off the line. It may have been harmless anyway, but just in case, Nicholas took no chances. And now the Bobcats have a chance. Kevin Sanchez, centering pass, just misses the diving Joel Smith. Wanted to get that go-ahead goal towards the end of the half on the board, but it's just out of reach. A good aggressive run down the middle and a nice attempt by Kevin Sanchez from the right side. Couple of better opportunities in the last 5 or 6 minutes for the Bobcats. Getting a little more traction as they attack. Cypress has done a nice job throughout the half, keeping them from freewheeling it as they did much of the game against Pierce College of Los Angeles on the 22nd. And we're at that 2-minute mark, so the referee is keeping time on the field. I can't really explain why they do the 2-minute stop on the scoreboard clock, and then, when we're still in regulation time, they keep it down on the field, and then the stoppage time. That's a nice centering pass, and Nate Aquino is there again, but Cypress keeps the pressure on. Saddleback knocks it away one more time. A little bit of a dangerous back pass to Harrison, but it works out fine. Here comes Kevin Sanchez up the left side to June. June makes a nice move, cuts back to the left side again, still got it, into the box. Long centering pass, knocked away, headed away nicely by Cypress. I'm not sure who that was going to. Had a little bit too much weight on it. But the Bobcats are still pressuring here. That's Ryan Mann. Headed into the box. Not on target. They're going to say it's off the Bobcats, and it was. So it's a goal kick for Cypress. And we're probably nearing what will be stoppage time for the first half. Trying to get They do hold up a finger to the coaches to tell them how many. I couldn't tell if it was 4 minutes he may have added on there. We'll see. But we'll just wait for the whistle. In the meantime, here comes a nice run. Up the right-hand side. Just to the left side of the goal. Good, strong run. Defenseman Abraham Guerra came a long way and got a good look at the far post, but his shot was just a little off target. So I'm sure we're into the stoppage time now. How much is left? Well, I don't know. Sepp on the challenge over there against Cypress. Can't make anything happen. Throw in for the Chargers at 1-1 here in the closing moments of the first half. Martinez had it for the Bobcats, gets it back now. Mann and Martinez. Simus. Nathan Aquino from the right side. A long looping pass, nice run there. Up to Kevin Sanchez. He fights for it with a couple of Chargers, and the Chargers knock it out of bounds. Bobcats will have a throw-in, and this may be the last offensive opportunity of the half. We'll see. Again, we don't know because they don't have the stoppage time clock. We just have to rely on the referee's whistle. That will be the end of the first half, and a good first half it's been. Very competitive. 1-1. The visiting Cypress Chargers. Also starting Orange Empire Conference play, visiting here today against Saddleback College at College Drive East. Trying to get them set. A little bit of a, I want this spot. No, I'm going to take this spot. Referee Salcedo comes in to have a little conversation with the guys to say, hey, let's just do it the right way. So Ryan Mann will take that running hard, kind of corner kickish throw in from the right sideline. It got all the way through the box. Nobody got a hand or a head on it. The goaltender couldn't get a hand on it, and no Bobcats could get a head on it. And so it goes out of bounds, and that will be the end of the first half. The whistle blows. Opportunity there for the Bobcats does not come to fruition, so they will go into the locker room at intermission tied with visiting Cypress. Cypress 1, Saddleback 1. We will be back with the second half after intermission, and I will have some updated statistics for you then. Stick around. visiting Cypress College and the host Saddleback Bobcats. I am Mark Spinn. We are 1-1 at the half. Good competitive first half in this first ever Orange Empire Conference men's soccer game for Saddleback. First year of the program since the school opened in 1968. Saddleback College fielding a men's soccer program beginning this fall 2023 for the first time in school history. We are underway here in the second half of this 1-1 game. Cypress came in 2-4-1, but those two wins were their last two games, shutouts against East Los Angeles and Moore Park, 2-0 and 1-0 respectively. Saddleback on a roll, going 2-0-1 in their last three games after a 1-1 start to begin the program's history, scoring 13 goals in the last two games, but only one here against a tough Cypress defense. Saddleback, as they are inclined to do, Coach B.J. McNichol has again swapped out goalkeepers. Nicholas Harrison did a fine job in the first half, but they typically split action for a half apiece, and now Dominic DeFrena, who was the starter against L.A. Pierce, comes on in relief here in the second half to take over for Harrison. See if we have any other changes in starters, and let me run through the first half statistics. As I mentioned, 1-1. Cypress's goal came in the 14th minute. Rafe Shafiq on a beautiful blast from the left side to the top right-hand corner on a gorgeous assist from Angel Leyva. Cross pitch pass that, nice job by Jared Johnson right there, taking that long lead pass from the Bobcats in the box. And Saddleback got the equalizer from the penalty spot. Andrew June fouled in the box. Referee Sacedo saw it as worthy of putting the ball on the spot, and Andrew kept it on the ground to the inside the left post, and goalkeeper Jared Johnson really had no chance on it. So Andrew tied it up at 1-1. Bobcats trying to get something going down the left side with Spencer Simus, the freshman out of J. Sarah. As I mentioned, him and Nathan Aquino are both from J. Sarah High School, which was the #1 rated high school program, boys soccer program in the country last year. Good gets for Coach B.J. McNichol. Joel Smith trying to make something happen in the box, tried to left-foot it in there, but surrounded by three Chargers. They've done a good job of marking Saddleback's leading scorer, Smith, who has 4 goals in his last 2 games. Chargers keeping possession at their end. In this 1-1 game, just underway in the 49th minute, as I've mentioned. Community college soccer, they count backwards from 45, but I will give the purists what minute we're in, even though they go from 45 down to 2 minutes where the clock is stopped, and then time is kept on the field for the end of regulation, plus stoppage time by the referee. So there's 41 minutes and change to go. So we're in about the 50th minute, give or take. Smith came into the game with 5 goals and an assist, leading the Bobcats with 11 points. As I mentioned, 4 of those goals in the last 2 games, and the first one of the season for him, the game winner in the home debut for Saddleback College men's soccer on September 5th, when Saddleback hosted Pasadena City here at College Drive East, Saddleback Stadium. A 1-0 victory with that goal coming in the last minute of stoppage time. But Cypress has done a nice job of keeping Joel from getting into his usual scoring positions. In the middle of the field is where he likes to operate and has been doing it extremely well. But Coach Christian Roos and the Chargers have shown they're ready to mark him today There's Joel in the middle of it right there. Cypress comes away with it. Salcedo's got a foul. Bobcats will kick it away as we go into the 51st minute. 1-1 the score. I am Mark Spinn. Thank you for joining us here on this production of Saddleback College's Cinema, Television, and Radio Department. We're pleased to bring it to you. We added this game in because of the interest in things that are happening. The Bobcats 3-1-1 now, and this is the first conference game ever for the men's program. Pleased to be able to bring it to you. Technical director, the amazing Matt Brodet, who gets all this stuff set up. Skip Rocks on camera. Matt's team of Randy Van Dyke and Rima Panine, Scott Green, department chair Hiro Kanoshi. A lot of work that goes into bringing these games on YouTube live streams, but Saddleback CTVR pulls it off. And we'll do it again next Tuesday when the men's team hosts Golden West at 3 p.m. here at College Drive East, as I like to call Saddleback Stadium. English football tradition, given the stadium a name based on its location, like Carrow Road or Brummel Lane. Both teams trying to get back into a groove here offensively to start the second half. Cypress a little bit more patient than the Bobcats. They'll send it back out to midfield. Gerardo Cerna in the game now, number 19. For Cypress, center midfielder there. He moves over to the left side. Now, Chargers with a nice lead into the corner. Can't keep it. Bobcats will have a goal kick. Alex Taronis on the run down the left-hand side, number 3. As I mentioned, Dominic DeFrena in at goal now in the second half for Saddleback, taking over for Nicholas Harrison, who did a fine job, but that's just been the pattern for the Bobcats. Coach B.J. McNichol swapping out goaltenders regularly at the intermission in almost every game for Saddleback. Quick look at the statistics in the first half from Brad Hoyseth, our official scorer for the day, sports information director for Saddleback. Cypress had 6 shots, 3 of them were on goal. Saddleback had only 3 shots and only 1 on goal. A save apiece in the first half for Harrison by Saddleback and Jared Johnson, who's still in the game for Cypress. There's a long lead pass up the left-hand side. Monharaz, who's had an excellent game so far, all over the field, aggressive, creating opportunities. Couldn't quite run that one down. Bobcats will try and move it out of their end. Long lead pass up to Joel Smith. Nice headed pass over there to Castillo. He's got room down the middle. Castillo still moving. Now he's cut off by 2 Cypress defenders. But there's, Kevin Sanchez had come over to try and make something happen there, but Cypress again. There's a header, nice attempt. Joel Smith getting into position in the middle. Marked well by Cypress, but good lofted, high-pointed it, as they say in football, in American football, and got his head on it. Easy save by Jared Johnson. But you can see that Saddleback still wants to get Smith involved. Foul there on the Bobcats. Cypress had 3 corners in the first half to just 1 for Saddleback. 1 yellow card in the game so far. Ryan Mann for Saddleback for a hard challenge. But it's been a good, well-played, clean game thus far as we approach the 56th minute here at Saddleback Stadium. See a little bit more urgency on both teams now offensively, coming with a little more aggression. Cypress has shown a bit more patience. Saddleback, as Coach B.J. McNichol had said about his team, we're going to attack, be aggressive. They've played that way all season. May behoove them to be just a little bit more patient when they're at the Cypress end, to try and let things develop for Joel Smith and Tyler Peterson. Imagine we'll probably see Sep, Sode Kashin back for Saddleback, the 6'2" forward striker for Saddleback, who has got 3 goals in his last couple of games, starting to give them some extra offensive punch off of the bench. Cypress does a nice job putting it down into the corner, but it's run down there by Ryan Mann. He'll knock it out of bounds. Jean-Pierre Delao in the game, number 4 for Saddleback, was also there. Bobcats did a good job of shutting that down. See if I can spot all the Bobcats out on the field for you. As I mentioned, Kevin Sanchez, number 7. Andrew June, number 10. Jean-Pierre Delao, number 4, is in there. Joel Smith, number 20. Dominic DeFrena in goal. That's Nathan Aquino on the challenge over there. Alex Martinez, number 25. Alex Avila, number 13. Ryan Mann, number 17. I don't see Tyler Peterson on the field currently. Spencer Simus. That's the Bobcats 11. Now here come the Chargers with a good push right there. Leyva, who had the beautiful assist in the first half, gets turned away. Cypress retains it at midfield. They haven't gotten Resko, their leading scorer, David Resko, striker out of Sunny Hills High School, freshman. He's got 3 goals and an assist on the season. Also Angel Cristobal. He's also got 3 goals for the Chargers thus far on the year. Their 2 leading offensive threats. Here's the ball to Joel Smith. He's going 1-on-2 now, trying to split defenders. Almost manages to do so. But Jordy Galen out of Tustin did a nice job of slowing down Joel Smith. And now the Chargers send it down. Nice run down the left-hand side. But look at the speed of Nathan Aquino chasing that down before the Chargers could get to it. Now they've got an opportunity here on the centering pass. Goes off the post and makes the back of the net dance off the deflection from the hardware. Did the flag go up? The flag went up. It's no goal. Flag went up. We get excited in the beautiful game, but the flag went up. Offside on Cypress, no goal. Still 1-1. Net cords may have danced, but the flag went up. The ultimate frustration. Good opportunity there. Nathan Aquino did a great job of chasing down when it looked like Cypress had a long lead pass up the left-hand sideline. But then Cypress stayed with it and crossed to the other side of the pitch. And suddenly there was a 2-on-1 opportunity. But sometimes when it's too good to be true, it's because it's too good to be true. And the Chargers were offside. We're in the 60th minute now. 1-1. Orange Empire Conference men's soccer opener for both teams. Centering pass, rebound, Spencer Simus makes the net cords dance. Score! Saddleback takes a 2-1 lead as Spencer found room in front of the penalty spot. Got the rebound. I'll get the assist for you. Good attack by the Bobcats. May have been Pedro Castillo from the right-hand side who got the initial opportunity. We'll see how they officially score that. But it was Spencer Simas, number 14, the 6'2", 180-pounder out of J. Sarah High School, who got the go-ahead goal here for the Bobcats in the 61st minute. Spencer Simas gives Saddleback a 2-1 lead with the score. Good offensive pressure by the Bobcats. Made the most of an opportunity. Had a good attack on it. Ball came off. Simas was in the right place, well positioned. Said, thank you very much. Blasted it to the back of the net. There's a nice run there by Cypress. Monjaraz, like I said, he's been all over the field, all over the pitch today. Nathan Aquino challenges there. Free kick. A little bit too aggressive on the challenge. We'll see about Joel Smith with the assist. Multiple Bobcats were in the penalty area applying pressure. Joel Smith got the assist on Spencer Simas. And the Bobcats knock it away on the free kick into the box. And here comes Saddleback again. Alex Avila on the run up the right-hand side. Challenged there nicely by Cypress. And now they come back their own way. Monjaraz drops it in the left-hand corner. They've been penetrating well along that line. Centering pass out front. Nice opportunity there. That may have been Jesus Sanchez, number 8 in the game for Cypress, who almost had a good opportunity. Resco trying to get something going down the left side. And he's been wearing a shirt full of Nathan Aquino all day over there. Avila too. Saddleback's defense just doing a great job. Ryan Mann. But to Cypress' credit, they are finding ways to get opportunities without Cristobal or Resco necessarily completely involved. Their two leading scorers. Another foul on the Bobcats will set the Chargers up for another free kick. See how the Bobcats set up their wall. Dominic DeFrena positioned right in the middle between the posts. Now he moves over a little to his right. Monjaraz will take the free kick. Kind of a spread formation by Cypress. We'll see if they try and do a short pass and a run. Alex tried to take it over the top of the small wall and put it between the uprights, but that's over the crossbar. Goal kick for the Bobcats, who stave off another Cypress push as Saddleback has taken the 2-1 lead on the goal by Spencer Simas, assisted by Joel Smith. Just over 26 minutes to go on the countdown clock. Saddleback leads visiting Cypress. Just a beautiful day for a football match here at Saddleback College, Saddleback Stadium, College Drive East. Camera angle, you can probably see some of the beautiful foothills and mountains that surround the Saddleback campus from the camera view from high above the western sideline. here at Saddleback Stadium is, if you remember Chick Hearn with the Lakers when they used to play at the Forum, that was his opening because that was their vantage point. That's our vantage point here at College Drive East, high above the western sideline. As Saddleback looks to attack the north goal, Andrew June down the left-hand side, centering pass. Joel Smith on the run. He couldn't get there. Pedro Castillo blasts one high and over the crossbar. Good offensive push again by the Bobcats. Excuse me, that was Carlo, not Castillo. Brian Landazuri Carlo, freshman out of Aliso Niguel High School, put his hands up on top of his head, knew he had a good opportunity there. On a pretty centering pass by Andrew June, Joel Smith couldn't get it, but it went over there to the streaking Carlo, who had a blast that just took off on him. And the Chargers escape that Saddleback opportunity. Looking for the equalizer. They trail 2-1 here. In the 66th minute, I am Mark Spen. Thank you for joining us on this CTVR live stream from Saddleback College. Chargers trying to work the left side of the box again in the Saddleback end. Joel Smith takes it at midfield, puts it up ahead to Carlo. Bobcats will have a throw in. Temperature at game time was about 82 degrees in Mission Viejo, a little warmer than that in the sun down on the artificial surface, but a perfect day for the beautiful game. Saddleback trying to get something going down the right side. Nicely defended by Cypress. They'll have a goal kick as it goes into touch. Out of bounds. And Jared Johnson will put it back into play. Sends it out of his end. Intended for the man who just made the fine defensive play down there in the corner, Abraham Guerra. Defender out of Buena Park High School. Saddleback with an errant throw-in. Chargers will take over. Nice little give and go there. They try to go to the middle of the field, right back to the middle of the field. Mikey Serrano in the game for Cypress. And there's De La O trying to move it up the left side. A little bit too much steam on it. Spencer Simas comes over with a good hard challenge. Salcedo's coming over. Is he reaching into his pocket? No. Play on. Just a common foul. Left-hand side, cutting back towards the middle. Bobcats again. Packing it in the middle where Cypress has been very smart about how they've attacked, because it's been a lot from the left side as opposed to trying to force it into the middle. Resco 9 there on the right side has been very patient. Good slide right there. Alex Martinez, good job of poking that free. Up ahead, here comes Joel Smith down the right-hand side ahead of defenders. Flag goes up. No, play on. Boy, it looked for all the world by and Joel Smith is, You see him with his hands spread apart looking around going, how could that not have been a foul? Because it looked like a takedown, but referee Salcedo just said, nope, good, hard, clean attack challenge by Cypress. And they come back with a couple of numbers. Up the left-hand side. Just lost it. Abraham Guerra trying to make something happen on the left side. Just lost it. Over the line. Teams will take a quick breath here.
Good action up and down the field the last few minutes. It's Saddleback 2, Cypress 1 here in this Orange Empire Conference opening game for both teams. Cypress came in 2-4-1, but winners of their last two to get those two wins. Saddleback 3-1-1, also winners of their last two games. The difference was Saddleback came in on a goal-scoring rampage with 13 goals in their last two games, 6 and 7 respectively. And Cypress had given up. There's a centering pass. Beautiful centering pass. Score! Saddleback, Sepp Sotekeshen, his third goal in 2 games, fourth in 3 games. Sepp, the 6'2" forward striker out of Irvine High School, provides that offensive spark. Another beautiful, we'll have to see, could not make out the number on the crossing. Beautiful assist. Sepp made the run down the middle. The ball was perfectly placed. And Jared Johnson really had no chance. Sepp Sotekeshen. Sapond made the back of the net dance. Score for Saddleback and a 3-1 lead. In the 70th minute, under 19 to play on the countdown clock on the scoreboard now. 3-1 Saddleback. Beautiful goal by Sepp. I'll get you the assist because it was a gorgeous pass from the far side, from the right sideline to the streaking Sotekeshen to give the Bobcats a 2-goal edge with under 19 minutes to play now. And now the Chargers are going to have to press. They're going to have to take some chances. They're going to have to really put their foot on the offensive gas to try and get into this. Dominic Ochoa in the game for the Bobcats with that perfect, beautiful assist. Freshman midfielder out of Santa Margarita High School. There's an opportunity for, oh my goodness. Bobcats fell asleep a little bit and left one wide open at the top of the box. But the Cypress blast, too much oomph, well over the top of the goal. But an opportunity for Cypress to cut that to a 1-goal deficit very quickly. Aggressive response does not bear fruit on this particular run, but Cypress shows no signs that they're just going to lay down here despite trailing by 2 goals. Alex Martinez up the right-hand side. There's Sepp, number 23. Castillo. Alex Avila placing the ball down the field, out of harm's way as he always does. Another run for the Bobcats. Another easy chance for Sepp. If that one's going to get there, it may have been a handball there on Sepp, and I think that's what they're going to call. It was well marked. The hand is up, the whistle's up. I believe it came off of Sepp's hand there. Yes, and that's going to lead to a free kick for Cypress. But another beautiful run and opportunity set up by Alex Avila getting the ball down the field. Suddenly the Bobcats found themselves with a 2-on-1 break. Sepp has a nose for that goal, folks, and he was in position. Cypress did a nice job coming over to mark it and challenge him, and then the ball deflected off of Sepp's hand. So the Chargers will take it back, but it was close to another opportunity for Sepp, looking for his 5th goal in 3 games. He had 2 against L.A. Pierce, 1 against San Diego City. He's got 1 here today. Looking to challenge Joel Smith for the goal lead for the Bobcats. Aquino pokes it away. Chargers keep possession of it. There's a good hard challenge there. Over to Joel Smith on the left sideline. He moves it back to the middle, sends it into the Cypress end. Chargers will take it and regroup. They'll push it up the left side again. De La O knocked it away momentarily. Nice job by Cypress there. Mikey Serrano keeping it in play. Monharaz, who's had a great game, creating opportunities, creating one for himself there. Thought he might have gotten pushed by De La O. No foul. Play on. It'll be a throw-in for the Chargers. So good aggressive play by Jean-Pierre De La O, freshman defender out of El Toro. You hear me say freshman a lot with Saddleback. It's because it's pretty much almost all freshmen. Not all of them completely, but on the active roster for today's game, Edgar Cardoso out of Corona is the only sophomore on the team. So a lot of young players, as we've mentioned many times. It's the first year for Saddleback College men's soccer. And Coach B.J. McNichol has been thrilled with the interest and turnout and the number of not just, players, but quality players wanting to come and be a part of this inaugural Saddleback College men's soccer season. And they're off to a 3-1-1 start. They lead 3-1 here as we're under 15 minutes on the countdown clock in this Orange Empire Conference opener for both teams, visiting Cypress in white, going left to right. Saddleback in their home, Cardinal and Gold. Going right to left. It's 1-1 at halftime. Saddleback has gotten 2 here in the second half. Spencer Simus in the 60th minute. Sep Sotekeshen in the 69th minute as we approach 13 minutes on the countdown clock. Cypress trying to keep control of it in the Saddleback end. Bobcats do a nice job of knocking it away. Tried to get it up to the left wing to Carlo. Broken up by the Chargers. Mikey Serrano, lead pass on the run. A little bit too much weight on that one. Dominic DeFrena doing a nice job of milking time off the clock. And boots it down. Carlo trying to run that one down between 2 Charger defenders. He's knocked off the ball there. Nice job by, Jordy Galen out of Tustin High School. But Salcedo says, nope, you can't do that. So they're going to get the common foul. And the Bobcats will set up for a free kick. Carlo's going to take it for the Bobcats. See how they set up. Alex Martinez there on the far side of the arc. Castillo is in the middle, right at the top of the box. Oh, lost, easy goal, lay it up and in on the errant play by Jared Johnson, who can't believe he let that one go through his hands. And guess who was there for the tap-in? Thank you very much. Who makes the back of the net dance yet again? Score for Sep Sotekeshen. Sep Sotekeshen with his 5th goal in 3 games. 2nd today after 2 against L.A. Pierce, 1 against San Diego City. On fire, the 6'2" forward for the Bobcats gives Saddleback a 4-1 lead with under 12 minutes to go on the countdown clock. 79th minute. Just a lack of concentration. Just Jared Johnson came out, made a nice play on the free kick into the box, seemingly had it gathered up, and somehow it just slipped through his fingers. And Sep was like, oh, yes, here I am around the ball, by the goal, yet again. And he made the easy tap-in look like one of my gimmies in golf, where I'm actually confident. Made that look very easy, because it was, by being in the right place at the right time. Good instincts by Sep. He really does have a nose for that goal, folks. Adding some offensive punch for Saddleback. Juan Ponce in the game, number 26 for the Bobcats. De La O Nicely saved there by Carlo. Castillo back to, to Carlo. There's Ponce. Tried to get it to a streaking Dominic Ochoa, who had the assist on Sepp's first goal earlier in the second half. It was 1-1 at halftime, folks, and all the offensive precision was really on the Cypress side. But in the second half, Saddleback has just used explosiveness to get opportunities in bursts. Cypress may be controlling time of possession and all those kinds of statistics, but the only one that matters, Saddleback 4, Cypress 1, we're under 10 minutes here in the second half on the countdown clock. Ryan Mann take the free kick. He gets it up to De La O. Working the left-hand side. Nice little give and go stuff going on here. Good ball movement, good ball control. De La O now nicely intercepted there. Mikey Serrano's had a good, strong effort here in the second half coming off the bench. And Salcedo's going to bring out the yellow card, and he's going to get Jordy Galen. And I don't know if he booked Jordy earlier in the game. Let me check the card situation from our official scorer. Yeah, they did get Jordy earlier. That may not have been him that Salcedo just booked there. So Jordy stays in the game. Avila sends it back to Dominic DeFrena in goal for the second half after Nicholas Harrison did a fine job in the first half. Here come the Bobcats again. Pedro Castillo couldn't quite catch up to it to make the centering pass. It was Ryan Mann who got things going for the Bobcats, and now he'll chase down Chargers down the right side, who have got some opportunity if they can get to it, but it's just a little bit too far for Alex Monjaraz, who's had an excellent game all over the field. Cypress's only goal came in the first half in the 14th minute. Rafe Shafiq on a beautiful assist by Angel Leyva and a beautiful shot by Shafiq. Blast into the top right-hand corner from the left side of the box. That was a 1-0 lead for Cypress, but Saddleback has come back with 1 in the first half to tie it up, and 3 in the second half here, including 2 by Sepp. Andrew June got the equalizer in the first half on a penalty shot. Christian Roos, Cypress coach, was not happy with that award, but awarded it was. And Andrew got it to go to tie it up at the intermission, but after halftime, the scoreboard is only lit up on the Saddleback side. Saddleback now with 9 shots, 8 of those on goal. Cypress, 7 shots, 3 on goal. 4 saves for Jared Johnson, but the one he wants back is the one that just literally slipped through his fingers. And Sepp was there to say thank you very much and knock in the layup goal to make it 4-1 as we approach 6 minutes on the countdown clock. Cypress sends it up. There's a little bit of an errant ball, but DeFrena does a nice job coming off the goal line to knock it out to midfield. Headed out there by Kevin Sanchez. Cypress quickly moving now, 3 goals down, just over 6 minutes to play. 85th minute here at Saddleback College. Saddleback Stadium, and as I like to call it, College Drive East, homage to English football stadiums. Foul up there, center of the field. Bobcats will take it. After Juan was fouled. Nathan Aquino sends it up the field. Joel Smith puts it over the right-hand side. Dio sent it in. Got another Cypress foul there. Alex Martinez. As we tick down towards 5 minutes to go in the second half on the countdown clock. 85th minute, 4-1, Saddleback leads Cypress. 3 second half goals thus far for the Bobcats, looking to improve to 4-1-1 overall and 1-0 in Orange Empire Conference. Nice into the box. Jared Johnson did a good job coming off of the line to take that out of the air, because Saddleback had a good run on it right there. Andrew June from Joel Smith's kick into the box had designs on making it 5-1 and getting his second goal of the game. Cypress us to the left side. Resco. They've done a great job of marking him all day long, the leading scorer for Cypress. David's been unselfish and patient, just hasn't gotten opportunities because Saddleback hasn't allowed him to have them. It'll be a throw in here for the Bobcats as time ticks down. As I've mentioned, the clock will stop on the scoreboard at 2 minutes from now. And then regulation time for those 2 minutes and any stoppage time will all be kept down on the field by the referee. That's how it works in community college football, soccer, if you will. Joel Smith. He may not have made the net cords dance today thus far, but he's been excellent at drawing Cypress defenders to the middle of the field, enabling attacks from both wings. And the attention paid to him has also enabled Sepp to get down the field and get 2 goals here in the second half as part of the 3-goal outburst by Saddleback to open up this 4-1 lead. Here comes Alex. He's got room all the way into the right side. He tries to get it off. Nicely played, nicely defended. Alex might have taken a beat too long. He might have been better off just blasting that when he got to inside the goal box, inside the 6-yard box. Thought about making the beautiful pass and almost did, but Saddleback, as they have all day, got back and knocked it out. Dominic DeFrena. Nice job getting it out of harm's way from the goalkeeper position. Monharaz with the best run of the afternoon in the second half for Cypress. May have been better off just blasting that one, but he had thoughts of the easy tap-in goal himself, because if he had been able to make that cross, it would have been layup time for Cypress to make it a 4-2 game. But we approach 2 minutes. It's 2:08 on the clock right now. Free kick for the Chargers as we get to the 2-minute mark, and now time is being kept on the field. Saddleback 4, Cypress 1. Mark Spin here at Saddleback Stadium, as I like to call it, College Drive East, home of the Bobcats men's and women's programs. For the first time in Saddleback history, men's soccer began this fall, 2023. The women's team, the defending national champions in the junior college 3 United Soccer Coaches rankings, currently ranked number 1 in that same poll in junior college 3, undefeated. Both teams led by Coach B.J. McNichol, men's and women's soccer. Both head coach is B.J. McNichol, and he's got to be pleased with the second half performance by his Bobcats here in their first ever Orange Empire Conference men's conference game. There's one. He's going to move it over the left side to Ryan Mann. A lot of room down the left-hand side. Joel Smith going after it aggressively. Bobcats will have a throw-in. Still pressing. Sports Information Director Brad Hoyseth was showing me the state rankings. Bobcats in men's soccer, the women are number 1 in the polls. Bobcats are probably about, based on the state rankings, not ranked, but they got enough votes where if there was to the 30th spot, they would be in the state poll, probably about 15th in Southern California. They split that up for the playoffs, northern and southern divisions, and appear to be improving each and every game. We'll have this next live stream for you on October 3rd, Tuesday, when the Bobcats host Golden West. On Friday, they travel to Santa Ana for another OEC game. And that Golden West game, of course, is an OEC game as well. 3 o'clock on October 3rd. 3 o'clock against Santa Ana at Santa Ana on Friday. But we'll be back with the YouTube live stream here at Saddleback Stadium in the home match against Golden West, where we'll see if the Bobcats will come into that 2-0 in conference and winners of 4 straight. This victory today, assuming things hold up as we get into stoppage time and a 3-goal lead. Ball bounces around in the box. Cypress knocks it away. Jared Johnson came way off the line. Long opportunity there. Andrew June had thoughts of coming over there and heading that one in as well. Jared Johnson will send it down the field. Keep our eyes on referee Salcedo for that final whistle, as it's 4-1 right now. Saddleback in the closing moments of this conference opener. Saddleback looking to win their 3rd in a row with this victory, 3rd consecutively, and will have outscored their opponents, do the math real quick in my head, 17-5 over the last 3 games during this winning streak. That's a nice goal differential. Ryan Mann will take the throw in. He likes to do the running start over here. It's like almost like a corner kick for the Bobcats. Throws it into the box. Cypress does a nice job of kicking it out of there. They've got some room on the left side. They want to get another one on the board before the whistle blows. Monjaraz, who's had an excellent game, gets it into the middle of the field. Challenged there by Juan Ponce. Nice job. Cypress comes away with it on the left side. Fires one to the back of the net. The net cords dance for Cypress. Beautiful left footer as we head into, we're in stoppage time, I'm sure, but Cypress gets a goal there that's got to make them feel a little bit better about some of the opportunities that didn't quite materialize here in the second half. Going to get that, I believe that was Alex, and that was the final play of the game. So the goal stands to end the game. I'll make sure on the official score, but I believe it was Alex Monjaraz who got that after all the effort he put in today. He certainly deserved it. Made a beautiful left-footed kick inside the penalty area that caught the top right-hand corner. Nothing Dominic DeFrena could really do about that. And referee Salcedo blew the whistle moments afterwards. So that's our final, folks. From Saddleback College today, visiting Cypress comes down and keeps it even during the first half, but the Bobcats get 3 goals in the second half, including 2 by Sepp Sotekeshin. And they go on to a 4-2 victory over the Chargers, improving to 4-1-1 overall, and now 1-0 in Orange Empire Conference play. Unbeaten all time in Orange Empire Conference play thus far, the brand new Saddleback men's soccer program. Cypress drops to 2-5-1 and 0-1 here in conference play. As I mentioned, the Bobcats play at Santa Ana on Friday and then return home Tuesday, October 3rd to host Golden West. We'll have that one for you on a YouTube live stream. Click on the link on the SaddlebackBobcats.com soccer page. Cypress goes up. They host Orange Coast in their conference home opener on Friday, and then they're at Santiago Canyon on October 3rd. So our final score once again, yes, it was Alex Monjaraz who had that goal. Beautiful goal by Alex. He deserved it after the game he played for Cypress. Final score again from Saddleback Stadium, College Drive East. Saddleback 4, Cypress 2. I am Mark Spinn. My thanks again to the CTVR department of Saddleback College for their production and technical work to bring you this. We'll see you again on the live stream on October 3rd. Have a great afternoon.